How are we doing here? 1 second. Okay. Mic muted. Mic mute works. Cool. Hotkeys work. We're good. And it looks like our audio is good. Visual is good. Okay, we're hopping back in, gentlemen. Oh, there's a queue for the server? Oh boy. Looks like we are in a full server, boys, and we're in Chernarus, up close to Tisy. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me decently well. Turn the decibels on this down a little bit so I'm not catching a lot of background humming or anything from the house. Yeah, holy freaking Jimbroni, dude. We're waiting a hot minute for people to leave. So this may take a second. Okay guys, so here's the deal. We are very close to Tisy. This server is basically completely full, and I am playing solo. So there's no real way to totally be careful in DayZ, but we will proceed with an abundance of caution. Anyway, this way to Tisy. The only reason I'm going here is because going to Tisy is a surefire way to get my hands on NBC gear. Although I suppose I could get a lot of it from Berezino, but that stuff's like a bright yellow over there. And if I can, I'd love to stay with the subdued grayish color. So yeah. We also need one of the military old school style cloth-ish canvas gas masks because they take up less space in our inventory. We have like gas canister, yeah. We have a good gas canister. We have gloves, we have that. We need pants, shirt, and shoes. Shoes for the Lamborghinis. Yes, sir. Okay. Here's the fence line. I think Tent City's up there. You know what, bros? Instead of I want to find a thicket of trees and hide in the thicket until nightfall. I feel like that might be the safest option for me. Like, yes, I'm geared, but bullets don't really care about your gear, but so much. So. Thicket of trees up there that I could go for. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, hold up, that's not really. They don't have a lot of bush at the base, so it doesn't really count. Those ones kind of do. Yeah, we'll work our way there bit by bit. It's going to take us a minute to to get nightfall though. Please no wolves. Oh, this is a good thicket up there, if I can get to it. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. So yeah, this is probably going to be super boring gameplay, but we're going to wait here until the sun goes down since we have NVGs. If I did not have night vision goggles, I would not care nearly as much. And we'd have to do it during the daytime to avoid zombies because Chernarus on first person is basically pitch black at nighttime. But we have night vision googly eyes. So, in order not to lose them by friggin' dying, we're going to wait to do our maneuvers until nightfall. So for now we're just going to sit tight. And we're going to listen, we're going to look, and we're going to be safe about this whole operation of ours. The only thing I really lack right now is like a suppressor. So yeah. Local criminal, hey dude, welcome back to the chat, brother. Hope you're doing all right today. It's going to be a super short stream, by the way, but we're just we're waiting for nightfall before entering Tisy. So, use night vision googly eyes in real life? Yes, I did. I never use dual tubes though. I only use monoculars. To be honest, I feel like dual tubes are a little bit overrated. My personal reasoning for using a single tube and having one eye in the dark is so that my natural low light vision isn't negatively affected by the light coming from the night vision. But I mean, when it comes down to it, man, seeing in the dark is seeing in the dark, and I guess if you have the binocular dual tubes on, you probably have a better field of vision at night. So, yeah. How's little child? She's doing well, man. She is on her way back from daycare right now with her mother, and shortly after they get back, I'm gonna close down the stream. So hopefully we have nightfall here on the server before that happens. Knock on wood. they'll probably be back in like half an hour, 45 minutes. So I think that'll be time enough. Okay, some kind of an explosion. White tweets. Hello, sir. Good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning, depending on where you are in our wide world. Hope you're doing well too, buddy. Hey, local criminal, just so you know, man, when somebody donates a membership, I think it's like randomized. So it may be you, it may not be you. I don't believe that people can directly like pick and choose who they donate a membership to, just for your situational awareness. I think it is random. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But yeah, man, regardless, I appreciate the support. Just watching the stream, hanging out in the chat, that in itself is support, and I appreciate it. Also, I have a delay on the stream to prevent snipers, just in case. Not that I'm big enough for anybody to really bother with, but I mean, it is fun to troll people. It is a little bit fun to stream snipe, I think. At least conceptually. I've never done it, but it seems like it'd be a fun thing to do. So I get it. But I do have a couple little methods in place to help mitigate that just a bit. Hey, White Tweets. Thanks for the dono, buddy. If I can get a detonator, I could have some fun with plastic explosives. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, plus 90. Okay, I got a combat load of about 240 rounds. That'll work for a medium engagement if I'm disciplined about my ammunition consumption. We'll see. Yeah, I think I can tell the shadows lengthening just a little bit. Hard to say. Yeah, anyway, we're close to Tent City, so I don't want to get too close for fear of zombies popping outside of the wire and alerting to me, thus giving away my position. Go ahead and start clearing up space a little bit by little bit. Okay, yeah, the shadows are lengthening a bit faster. I can tell based on the pattern of some of these tree shadows on the ground versus where they are in conjunction with the trunks of some of these trees. So just gradually keeping an eye on that. Oh, there's a zombie up there. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of on the edge, I think, of where I would be somewhat safe from having zombies aggro on me. We'll see. I might eat those words. Hey, another donation. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Freaking rock, dude. Yeah, so what I need to do with this channel, since we started making income off of it after we hit 500 subscribers a few months back, I'm thinking about setting up an LLC with it and setting up an account specifically for this with Navy Federal. So yeah, I'll start being more professional. We'll start putting that money back into games, into equipment, and into the giveaways that I plan to do. I plan to do at least a little something every 1,000 subscribers. Just I've never done it before, so I'll have to figure out how, but going to run basically a subscribers raffle kind of thing at every 1,000 subscribers and try to give back a little bit to you guys, especially with the memberships and stuff. So like, obviously if you're a member, you're gonna there's got to be a way to link different activities to different points for the raffle, but I'll figure that out once we cross 1,000 subs. Said you live on my videos? Hey man, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm not just talking to the wind. You know what I mean? I'm glad that you guys can get some entertainment value out of the streams. And in this case, honestly, we're just enjoying the aesthetics of Chernarus while waiting for it to freaking get dark. Which, again, it is, bit by bit. Of course, watching the shadows lengthen is kind of like watching paint dry. It's not necessarily the most fun thing, but I figure it's necessary for survival here. I feel like 75% of the time I get killed at Tisy. Like bad things happen to me at the Tisy military base, and I am trying to prevent that, and I will be very sad if I cannot prevent my untimely death here. No, we're actually going to keep that helmet in this setup, so we can go ahead and drop this. I'm going to go ahead and start consolidating stuff, my dudes. Plenty of 308 ammo, so I'm not going to pick up any more. We can lose that and that. Ultimately, we can lose the plastic explosive. We can lose the duct tape. I'd rather not lose the duct tape. We can lose one of the sewing kits. We can lose the wooden handguard. I'm kind of holding on to it in case I find an AK-74. If I find an AK-101, I may not take it because I just don't have ammo for it. Oh, White Tweets, hey, thanks for the membership again, bro. I appreciate you. You said I'm famous to 0.0000011% of the world. Hey, well, you know what? You guys are the ones that matter to me. We all live in our own little corner of the world, right? Sometimes the corner is bigger than others, sometimes it's not, but whoever you got in your corner is that's what's really important. So, thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate our little community. You know, I think I can actually like see the shadows lengthening now. It's starting to get to that point. I don't have a knife for assassinations, do I? No, it's just the friggin' axe. Whoops. You know, ultimately, I think I can give up some of the 308 rounds. Now, if I find an LAR, that would be very tempting to take instead of the AK-74U. Yeah, I mean, having rounds in 308 friggin' big caliber as fuck, dude. Like, they're awesome. Oh, yep. The tip of that shadow is definitely visibly lengthened in the past, like, 2 minutes. So yeah, give it another 15 minutes here, maybe. Yeah, probably 15-20 minutes, and the sun should be sunk. Let's get rid of more space. Huzzah. 2 likes. Oh yeah, hey, thanks for the likes, dudes. I think more than anything that affects the stream is like subscriptions and likes. Obviously, putting money on the stream helps too. YouTube likes their money, as do we all. What reference point am I going to use now? Sorry, I'm picking out which point of one of these tree shadows moving that I'll use as a reference point for the sundown. I could also just... Oh. Damn it. No, we're looking at more like half an hour until sun's down. It's actually fairly high in the sky. It's not really evening yet, it's just mid to late afternoon. So we're going to be sitting here for a little while, gents. Ghost, what am I doing with $4? Well, I am keeping that in the Google Funds account. And what I'm probably going to do with most of the money that comes into the stream, at least early on, into the channel, is it'll be used for, like I said, the giveaways that I'm going to try and do at every 1,000 subscribers, and then going into purchasing new games to play that people are interested in. Apparently, Scum, which I was and still am super interested in playing, it's like Star Citizen in that it doesn't really have native compatibility with Linux operating systems. But I guess there are ways to work around and do it. I think there's a couple of runners that you can install, and like the easy anti-cheat runner. So At some point, we'll try and do that. Before that, we're probably going to play through Cyberpunk 2077 is what it looks like. Basically, if you remember, you have a vote on what the next game is that we're going to try out. But if nobody votes on that poll, then it'll be Cyberpunk, I think. That's what I'm leaning towards. Anyway, I love games like this. I want to try out Rust at some point too. And I was going to start playing Tarkov before I picked up DayZ, but I heard that it had a whole bunch of like cheater issues. So I went ahead and nipped that in the bud. I was like, nah, you know what? I'll just hold off for a bit. Oh, if we have any landmines out there, I could probably pick some of those up. Oh, yeah, I gotta be very careful about landmines too. That's right. Alright, so gas mask. We'll take up this with that attached. That's fine. Sorry, thinking out loud. Multiple different thoughts. Do I have a heat pack? Negative, Ghost Rider. Okay. And we're going to have some friggin' noise and light discipline out here. / discipline in general, so we're not going to light a fire. If we start getting cold, then you know what? Suck to suck, so be it. We'll just have to be freaking cold. I'd rather be cold than be dead. So. Now that's I guess this is kind of cross applicable to real life. I mean, things that we were taught in the Marine Corps, they do help you here. Noise discipline, light discipline, so you don't get seen or heard quite as easily. If you get down to it, we would always, my unit, we'd always field strip our MREs, and we would not use our MRE heater packs, so it was always cold meals. And, you know, cold meals, no fires, no lights. If you had to use a light, you got under a blanket or something to use it. So basically you avoid the extra heat, the extra smells, no smoking. Smoking is both light and smell. Plus it dims your night vision a little bit, your eyes' natural low light vision. Yeah, just things like that, man. Just it really actually helps out in survival games like this. And if push were to come to shove, which I don't suspect it ever will, but you never know, those little lessons are going to help in real life too. White tweets again. Thanks for the dono, bro. So what is my favorite game? Oh gosh, dude. Favorite game to play right now is going to be DayZ, I think. Favorite game of all time? That's probably going to be... It's probably going to be Halo 3 or Halo 3 ODST. I grew up with Halo, right? Like about 2002. I got my first Xbox, started playing Halo. Halo Combat Evolved is where it started for me with gaming in general. Although before I picked up Combat Evolved for the first time, I did play RuneScape back in the day. Fun game, love it. I still remember my old account, but it's been probably a decade since I've logged on. Anyway, yeah, all-time favorite game is probably going to be Halo 3 or Halo 3 ODST. The Bungie era Halo games. they just don't make them like they used to. And it's, at the end of the day, man, a lot of the issues with gaming companies comes down to writing. The writing team, with the oversight by corporations. Like, that's why AAA games are getting wrecked, is because corporations, I feel like they want to reach out to like the broadest audience they can. And when they try to reach out to everybody and force that on the creative process for a game development studio, game development studios to be a good one, you need to have a passion. And when you have a passion, that puts you in kind of a niche place, right? Like Metal Gear Solid is like a certain niche. Your Fallout games are kind of a niche. Call of Duty, like the OG Call of Duty games and Halo games were niches. But once you try to expand and hit everything, then you water down the soul of your game development, of your creative process, and it makes it bland. Like, more people might pick it up and say, okay, I'll try it out, and they'll have some fun with it, but you're not going to get passionate devotees anymore. So yeah, before Microsoft got involved in the creative process, when Bungie was still around, that's when I liked the Halo games, and that's going to be my favorite couple of games there, is Halo 3 or Halo 3 ODST, one of those. Probably Halo 3. Yeah, Halo 3 probably edges out over ODST, barely. How about you, White Tweets? You love all the Halo games? Oh, hey, thanks for the... Man, you did it again. My God. Tell my wife to stop by the gas station and make this stream a little longer. Yeah, well, let's see where she is. She's probably stuck in traffic, man. We live near a major city. So let's check Google Maps, because she and I share our locations with each other, just in case of emergency. Where is that gorgeous woman at? Oh, BT Dubs. She just finished the last of her law school stuff. So yeah, she is done with law school. Okay. She's actually getting really close, dude. Yeah, she's getting super close. I think... Yeah, she's either picking up coffee... But yeah, no, she's super smart and a very hard worker. She's very, very dedicated to everything she puts her mind to, and law school does not seem like an easy thing to get through. I thought I heard something. It could have been me talking, plus one of these birds giving its caw. One of these frickin' crows. You know, one slight sound design thing that could be improved on here in DayZ is I think that when you're moving through an area, like while you're actively in motion in a place and not sitting still, I think that birds in the area should go quiet for like 10 seconds. Because that's one of the things they'll do in real life, is like a lot of wildlife will tend to go quiet and kind of watch you kind of see what you are, see if you're a threat. I feel like that could be a good thing for DayZ to implement, is like a certain number of seconds of silence while you're moving around, where the birds directly in your area stop chirping, instead of just being a constantly on ambient. Local criminal 6 days till you're a senior. Congrats, dude. You ready for senior year? And White tweets with another donation. Thanks, man. You're the best, bro. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. I hope to put that to good use. Again, I gotta make a separate account at Navy Federal, just like a business checking account for Ghost of Terra. So, got a couple steps that I will I'll take care of. Oh, there's another zombie. Yeah, zombies up there are just chilling, dude. Anyway, the reason I'm being so cautious, guys, is because this is a full server. There is a queue of 4 waiting to get into the server, and I'd rather not get bamboozled if I can help it. So I'm gonna be a rat. I'm gonna be sneaky. I'm going to be a little bit of a coward about it. Said you're not ready for school? Ah. Well, are you at least taking any decently interesting courses this year? Like, what's your fall term look like, man? Do you have any classes that you're interested in? Okay. I may go on an intermission type thing here. I may end up streaming for longer, or I may end up coming back. But I could end up just letting this run out while I take care of Kiddo, because I think they're pulling in now. Said, not really, you just try and get through it. Fair enough. Don't really do clubs. Yeah, that's one thing I wish I had done earlier on, was clubs and sports. I didn't do much until I got to my junior year, and by that point, everybody kind of already had their friends and stuff set up. So, White tweets, you love school? Yeah, man. I mean, depends on the school. If you have a good school with a good learning system that's productive, then I think it makes sense. All right, hey, I'm gonna mute my mic, and I'm gonna sit here for a minute. We'll be right back. We'll see if we can continue this thing. 1 sec. I'm gonna go AFK. Okay, dudes, I'm back. I have my kid fed. She's eaten. I see we're getting a little bit darker in the area now. That's good. Be right back. Okay, dudes, now we're totally good. Haven't even spotted yet. Well, it's getting darker bit by bit. I'm still not moving until it's actually like dark on the server. Again, so this may be a little bit annoying, but occasionally, as needed, I will take breaks to go and take care of the fam, especially when we're putting down our child to sleep, like 100%. Gonna go and be part of that because we try to read her to sleep. We read like a couple Bible verses, and then we read out of some books. We finished Lord of the Rings a couple months back, and we've been working our way through the Chronicles of Narnia. So that is what I'll be doing later. I was very, very wrong about the sun going down anytime soon. But again, the server is like completely full, and we're at Tisy. So knowing my luck, I'd probably run into a team of like 4 or 5 dudes out in the open and get absolutely Swiss cheesed. And I would prefer to avoid that, as I'm sure you well can guess. Okay, that way back there I think is Northwest Airfield, where that boom came from. It kind of looks like the sun is actually starting to sink lower, so it shouldn't be more than... You know what? I'm going to stop estimating time because I've been bad at it. I've been very bad at estimating time on here. So we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. Alright, the environment is actually getting darker, so that's good. So instead of half an hour, it's going to be more like 45-50 minutes to darkness. And at that point, we will definitely go and start checking out Tisy. Specifically, again, we're looking for NBC gear. But I mean, if we find cooler guns, then I'll take them. Now, speaking of cooler guns, I'm pretty glad that we kept moving last time up to that little shed. Oh, there's another zombie. Because we ended up finding that tundra, and that was... A tundra's a good find in my book. Tundra is a good find. I was torn between the blaze and the tundra because the blaze does have that fast follow-on shot capability. But I think I do like the tundra better. I think the tundra actually does hit harder. So yeah, I think we made the right choice in trading the blaze for the tundra. Just realized I need to adjust my freaking volume on the mic. Let's get it down to a more acceptable level. I feel like we have a lot of static on the mic. If that's not the case, let me know, but I feel like we do. So yeah, just let me know. And there goes that zombie. Zombitch. Yeah, see, now this actually feels more like evening time. But the sky's not getting purple or anything yet. But, oh, kid's whining about something. I'm sure my wife has it under control, but I'm going to go check just in case. I'll be right back. We're going to do the same thing and stay here. We're almost to the point where we can use our night vision goggles, kind of stay safe. Well, safer from other players. Okay, boys, it's all good. We are all good. Now, let me try and do a thing and switch over to a different audio input. I'm going to try and use the regular mic. I switched my setup around a little bit earlier, so give me a second. Okay, there's that. We don't want this source. We want okay, nothing. Oh yeah, closer and closer we get. I guess I didn't grossly overestimate the, or underestimate the time it would take to get to evening, but it's still taking a little longer than I thought. Hey.
You said you wanted to spend time with your kids.
Yes, I do. All right, let me go ahead and log out then. All right, I'm going to go ahead and log here and go on at least an intermission.
Pick that up.
I will. Oh, whoop. There's no around here. Let me take care of it in a sec. All right, Be back in a bit, dudes.
You told me that wasn't gonna happen.
Babe, it's in my control. She's not doing anything.
No. My point is she is now, and she's trying to wiggle her way out of my arms.
Yes, and I'm taking care of this.
Because I asked you to.
If you left her in here, I would take care of it anyway, babe. Hi. Hi. You see the stream setup? Gonna log out. Let's go play with some actual toys, okay?
It's 7:17,
She's going to bed soon.
so she's gonna have time to sit on that toilet and of that. We should probably head in that direction. But if you want to sit there and read to her,
I can do it on the toilet.
yeah, that's what I meant. She's got a whole plethora of pillows.
Yeah.
Where did you put the
Okay, dudes, we are back for just a couple minutes here, and then we're gonna end the stream. Instead of going on like a super long intermission, we're just gonna play for a short amount of time here, and then end the stream. Huh. Well, it's not as dark as I thought it would be. Okay. Yeah, boys. It's light enough outside that there is still nothing to do here for me. So again, pretty full server. So we're gonna deuce out, and I may start another stream here in a bit. So we'll be right back. But I'm not gonna go on like a long intermission. I'm just gonna end the stream, and then I'll start streaming again once we manage to get our kid put to bed. All right. Thanks for hanging out, dudes. It's good seeing you. Bye for now. Okay. There we go. Was that all it took? 1 second. Huh. Alright. Bye, guys. Just testing audio here, being silly.